What is up, peeps? It's following TCG. I'd like to welcome you back to another YouTube video. And Happy New Year, 2019. That's weird. It doesn't feel natural. Do you remember like sitting there like 2010 or something going, oh my gosh, like, can you imagine it being 2020, you being alive? That is weird. It's almost 2020 now. Oh my God. Okay. Big unfathomable craziness aside, it is 2019, brand new year, and we're just going to keep on going. Brand new stuff out every day of the week. I'm going to keep that going for you guys. The level of support you guys have been giving me is incredible. And I know you're probably bored of me saying it in every video, but I say it in every video because I'm grateful. That's the word I want to use. I'm very grateful, and I always like to express gratitude where I can. Speaking of gratitude, Shane Northcott, I hope I got your name correct. I know it's Northcott, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but Shane. He's a fellow subscriber, follows me on Twitter. We've had a chat here and there. He's been a real incredible support for the channel, and also just, you know, in general as well. So I really appreciate his commitment to the channel and commitment to me as a person as well. Yeah, he showed me this deck, and I was like, oh, it's quite interesting. So it's using the now famous Maganium Swampert engine that was obviously brought to light by Shintaro. Is it Shintaro? I want to make sure I get that right. Yeah, Shintaro. So it's using that concept, but just having its own little spin and doing its own little thing. So instead of using Greninja, this one actually uses Typhlosion and Magnezone. So it's just to get Typhlosion out, and then Typhlosion can very quickly use Lost Flame to just discard a bunch of energy. Like it's really good against Zoroark and stuff like that, and it's just really annoying to play against once it sets up. It's one of those decks like similar to Shintaro's one, where if it sets up, you pretty much get an insta win. It's like, it's that kind of deck. So there's a few versions. He gave me one version, then he's like, he changed it up. He actually went a bit more down the original route of Shintaro's list, because he initially done like Lilies and Cynthias, but he said he lowered the Cynthias and Lilies count for some Lookers and Looker Whistle. Because, yeah, the reason why is because you want to make sure you're drawing as large a hand as possible to make sure you're hitting the rare candies and you're hitting all the cards you need to make sure the deck flows. So the number one rule of this deck is, as he told me, because he gave me a bit of a brief on how to play it, was to just get as much basics out as possible. Just get them all out. Because at that point, it's just searching for the rare candies and searching for everything. As long as you get the basics out right away, it gives you more turns to get things going. And there is always a chance that you can actually get like a turn 2 Typhlosion that's like fully charged up if you hit everything right, which is always fascinating. So this is great. So this deck actually plays like 4 Elms. Yeah, looking at this already, I think we've got a very, very decent start. We do need to hit a draw support though. I think this is like one of the first times I'm actually playing. Is it the first time I'm playing a fan-made list? I don't know. Sorry, I keep shaking the table and it's shaking the camera. I need to stop that. I don't know. Is it the first time playing a fan-made? I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm not paying much attention, clearly. Right, so we've already got them out. So I think we want to do that. Yeah, we want to do that. Just manually attach to the Cyndaquil and leave it there. I am. Do you know what? Speaking of it being New Year's, I went out last night with my family to obviously celebrate the New Year. It was a fantastic time. I did a little picture. I posted a little picture of Twitter of me and my brother, who's been an incredible support to me as well. Yeah, was just chilling out, and now I feel so tired and hungover, incredibly hungover. Didn't go to bed until like 4 AM, and then obviously I woke up early because I was making sure I look after the little one as well, and make sure that he's not just on his own doing his thing. Oh, another Elm. That's a bit rough, but we'll play the Elm to, you know, thin out and, you know, increase the odds of top decking something we actually need. So I don't mind doing that, to be fair. And I'm going to leave the bench spot open because we play one Lele just, you know, for these scenarios. So if we draw an Ultra Ball, we can Lele out of it. But yeah, so today I'm feeling a bit rough, a little bit ill, a little bit tired. So my energy isn't going to be like 10,000%, but I'm going to make sure I do give it my all for this video. Now, I have one question. So one thing you're probably going to notice is I record my gameplay in 60 FPS, which is what makes it look very... Oh, no. Don't kill the Cyndaquil. It's what makes it look very smooth. But the face cam is in 30 FPS, which when you compare the two, it makes the face cam look a bit laggy. So would you rather me just go everything in 30 frames per second where it looks a bit more matched? Or is that something that you don't really care about? I'd love to know, because I want to make sure that I'm producing the best quality as possible. And sometimes it's a combination of quality and then frame rate, and which one is you have to kind of balance them out effectively. to make sure you've got a decent frame rate and good quality, you know. Because it's not great to have a very high frame rate, but a very terrible... oh no, this is bad. We're going to have to retreat manually here. I don't know why I promoted the Syndicate. I did it so, like, instinctually. Yeah, it's like it's quite bad to have a terrible, like a really good frame rate and terrible quality, or really good quality and terrible frame rate. It's all about the balance. So I want to make sure I can achieve that. Speaking of quality, I am looking into now getting some lighting. Thanks again to Bailey, I don't have to now look for a webcam, so I have now time to look into some lighting, so I can, you know, light myself, obviously lighting a lot better, so I don't look as dull. Is that, if that's the term? You know, the face cam could look a lot more saturated and just brighter and well lit. So I want to get some lighting, which would be really fun. So they managed to get the Cynical up again. Oh, that's just really, really rough. That's just really rough. We're just... I mean, we have the Lele now, but we need to get a rescue stretcher. Discard you and you. Yeah, let's do that. And get the Lele. Oh, no, we don't have the Lele. Oh, no, we're just going to scoop this one. Roll it again. Roll it again. We'll go for one more. This one's probably going to be up pretty late. In fact, looking at the time now, it would probably be up in the AMs. Usually I don't like uploading that late. But it's been a very, very long day. A very tiring day. I had to clean up a lot of stuff, and I still got a lot of cleaning up to do. So I just didn't have the time. And of course, I'm only able to record properly once my son is in bed. Because obviously I'm looking after him during the day, so I can't really record until the evenings now. Which is not a problem at all. It just means the uploads will be later than usual. But regardless, they will be up and ready to go for you either in the morning, or if you are up late, it's all there for you. Right, so we can actually get a Lele, and we really want to get Elm. So if we don't top deck it, I'm going to Ultra Ball for one. And that's going to pretty much be the goal there. What are we playing against? Is this Guardy? Or is it Gramble? This looks like Gramble. This might be Gramble. I think they're playing Gramble. Which is a bit rough because they're hitting 160. And our Typhlosions are 160 HP, so it's a bit iffy. But let's just see how we fare against a Gramble deck. That'd be quite interesting. I'm actually quite intrigued to see how that goes. Oh yeah, draw 2, thank you. Alright, already rare candy. That's like fantastic. All these cards are so valuable right now. I don't want to get rid of any of them. Oh, I don't want to get rid of any of them. Okay, we have to keep the rare candy. We have to keep both of those Pokemon. Oh, we could actually rescue stretch one back. So I could get rid of, let's say, Mount Coronet and the Swampert, and then rescue stretch the Swampert back into hand. But then at that point, I might as well just get rid of the rescue stretcher. So I don't know what I'm thinking. At the end of the day, the rescue stretcher is still going to be in the discard pile. So I think we have to go for rescue stretcher Mount Coronet. Please, Lele, please don't be prized. Haha, there you go. There you are. Right, so Elms. Got to get the Elms out now. And this is good. I mean, this is a really, really good turn one hand. So we get to go for the Cynthia. We get to shuffle everything back into deck. We can evolve into the Maganium, into the Swampert. Oh, this is fantastic stuff. So let's just get this going. So I need to think. I think that's the right way to go, because this Cyndaquil is probably... Well, it's not going to go down. It's not going down. They can't evolve. Which means I can actually comfortably attach a DCE to the active, which is a bit crazy. Usually you want to get the bench attached, but I'm extremely confident that they're not going to attack next turn, because Gramble they have to evolve to be able to do the attack they want. Discard 2 trading cards in your hand, says 20 damage to each. Yeah, so the max damage they're doing is 40, so we are safe from what I know. Now, this is the tough bit with Gramble, is like it's a very big brain deck. Like, it's really... I've actually never played Gramble because, although I like Gramble, I've got nothing against Gramble. I think it's a really interesting archetype. It's just not my cup of tea. Really, I like having a full hand and having a lot of creative options, where Gramble is just like, get rid of everything and attack. It's just not my play style. However, you can't sit there and say Gramble is not a good deck, or, you know, you got to give it the respect it deserves. Okay, so we're gonna have to, like, pretty much... Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh my god. I was... Oh no. Oh, I have to Cynthia now as well. I'm so stupid. I was meant to rare candy into the Maganium, but I was so busy yapping away. Oh my god. All right, Power Draw. Give me... Oh, I've done it in the wrong order again. Okay. we got out of it. We got out of it. Timer ball. Hit double heads, please. 1, 2. Okay, 1. I'll take 1. And then we got another timer ball anyway. So what I was meant to do, sequencing is always important in these decks. I was meant to evolve to the Maganium, then use Maganium. But this kind of actually worked out better because I actually used the Maganium to evolve into a Typhlosion and get like a KO immediately. But the sequencing was meant to be the other way around. And then when I played the, when I did the Power Draw, what I should have done is play the Timer Ball first to thin my deck and then increase the odds of hitting rare candy. But it worked out, so I mean, I'm not going to complain. So we're going to play another Timer Ball here. I mean, yeah, I'm fine with doing that because, yeah, I was thinking I could just Ultra Ball the Timer Ball and something else away to guarantee that I'm getting my Typhlosion. But I don't mind Ultra Balling the Elm and the Energy because we have Mount Coronet as well. So it's fine with me. If it fails, it failed. That's okay. I'm perfectly fine with just Ultra Balling these lot away and then just getting a Typhlosion out. Ready. So we only have 1 in... Oh my god, we've prized 2 Typhlosions. That's rough. That's like super rough. That is not good by any stretch of the imagination. So that's a rough one. But anyway, let's get the energy back into hand. The great thing about Mount Coronet and using Metal Energy is you get to utilize Magnezone, which is great, whilst also being able to effectively power draw the energy and Mount Coronet them back. So it treats it very similar to the Propagation Execute, where you can recover it from your discard pile and trade that away effectively. So you're effectively power drawing for free, right? So that's an interesting thing. Now, this is the turn they need to get the KO because I have like no Typhlosions. So if they KO this Typhlosion, it's like, everything's prized. Now, I don't know if this deck originally played Gladion or... I don't think it did. I think a Gladion might be a good shout. The one thing I like about Gladion is it depends on the perspective that you look at the card, right? Gladion's good in a way, let's say, like, if it's like look at 6 cards and pick one, right? It's like look at your prizes. Let's say you play a turn 1 Gladion, which I wouldn't recommend. There's always better turn 1 cards. But I like the idea that Gladion could actively increase the odds of getting the card you need to like a draw supporter. Let's say you've got what's the best way to look at this? So let's say you've got a Lily in hand and you can draw 4, let's say from the Lily, or you have a Gladion in hand and you've got all 6 prizes. If you need 1 card and you know what's prized as well, to be fair, you can actually take a look in your deck sometimes. Oh no, this is so bad. This is rough. We're going to have to try and find the Super Boost energy to be able to use Swampert here because they got exactly what they wanted. Who? Well, tell a lie. I'm an idiot. Rescue Stretcher is literally sitting in my hand. Right, I can Rescue Stretch the... I can Rescue Stretch Typhlosion and... Yeah, I know. I figured it out. But do we have the energy? Do we have the Magnezone? I don't think we're attacking this turn. I'm going to be real. Ooh. Okay. We don't have an Ultra Ball, though. If we had an Ultra Ball, we could have got the Magnezone and be like, yeah, let's go. No. And I'm stupid. I power drawed something that I might have needed. Okay, let's... Okay, think. Now, I could get the Typhlosion now, but that would be a bit bad. This Gramble can knock out any of these things. This is what I'm going to do. I don't know. This is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to retreat into the Magnemite, which seems stupid, I know. But hear me out. I'm going to get the Typhlosion and rare candy that bad boy, like so. That's okay. Now I'm just gonna pass. Now let me get this from the discard pile. Now the reason I want to pass here is because obviously I don't have the Magnezone. Now the great thing is with Maganium, you can actually, I say this every time I play Maganium, but if you don't know, you can actually bench the basic and evolve it on the same turn. So if we find, if we like top deck a Magnezone and then we can actually Elm for a Magnemite and then get the Magnezone out ready to go, while still having the Typhlosion alive, because I didn't want to evolve it to the Typhlosion, leave it in the active and then be like, all right, just KO me, please. You know, it's a very bad idea. So it's a bit rough. Now, the way to beat Gramble, which unfortunately we can't do because this deck doesn't play Guzma, believe it or not. But the way to beat Gramble is to actually take out the Makagos. That's like the big goal. It's the easiest one to take out, 1. 2, if you are Ranguru and use your Instructability, you could draw into some cards that you can't play, or cards that, you know, would not be able to be thinned down. So you're really decreasing the odds of them hitting what they need. Plus, it's really tough to actually get a Makago out right away. Whereas a Ranguru, if you take out the Ranguru, they just need either like a nest ball. That's really it. And they're like, okay, back. No big deal. Oh, don't. Oh, no. Oh, they're taking out the Maganium. Okay. Okay, they've identified the threat. All right. We're going to go all in. We're going to, like, bank on hitting a rare candy, which is very unlikely. And a Magnezone. That's what we're doing. That's where we're at. All right. Trade the weight energy. And we get a look as well. So we get fresh under 6. So, I mean, why not? You're definitely going down. Look up. Give me something. This is very, very bad. This is very bad. We still have a chance, though. I think. Because we can still find that rare candy, evolve into the Maganium, and then just get things up and running again. But we need another rescue stretcher. There's one more in deck. That could be prized. Oh, no. We're being hit by the prizes. So bad. So bad. Okay. Just gonna... I think I'm going to retreat. Into the Magnemite. Because we have one in our hand anyway. So, I mean... Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. As long as we get the Maganium out. Which we can now do. So, yeah. Yeah. Just got to sit here and wait. So fingers crossed they don't get another Guzma, which they can. I mean, they've got the right combos, but they do need to thin fully if they do want to get that Guzma, because they are risking it. So they're drawing 2 cards and they want to get the Guzma. They better hope they have a way to thin the other 2 cards they have in their hand. And to be fair, it's very rare that the Gramble engine does kind of like mess up, but I've seen it happen before where they just don't get it. Okay. Are they getting in a Ranguru? A Gramble. Alright, okay, understood. So they're just going to go take out the Magnemite. They're just going to go for that. I mean, if we just get the Maganium out, we can actually super boost energy, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind just going for the super boost, I'm going to be honest. But we do need the Maganium out in order to do that. So before I attach, we're going to... It's better that we look up rather than Cynthia. 100%. See, this is the issue. Do we... I'm going to Ultra Ball these 2 away. That's fine. We got the Coronet. Do we have the rare candy in our deck? We do. And we can get the Magnezone out. And then we can power draw. I've already power drawn the Elm. Rare candy? Haha, there we go. Alright, steps. Sequence. Make sure you're doing it right. Make sure you're doing it right. Now, we just need... No. Okay. I'm not going to super boost the Typhlosion because this Typhlosion is going to get KO'd and we need to super boost the Swampert afterwards to be able to hit 160 and... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now, the issue here is we're not actually KOing this, which is kind of bad. The extra 10 damage really is being a pain. And lost zoning their energy really isn't that important here either. So I just think Gramble is unfortunately just a bit of a rough matchup for this deck. Being able to hit the perfect 160, which is exactly what's going on here. It's a bit rough. Not really having to worry about energy. In fact, they're probably going to be happy getting an energy because it's a way to thin their hand. So that's something. We could actually attack with if we want to. Magnezone. I mean, why not? We could. Yeah, I think I'm going to charge up the Magnezone as well and like make that the fake threat effectively. Where it's like, oh no, charging the Magnezone. He's going to attack with Magnezone next. It's like, well, no, we're going to attack with Swampert. Now, I know I could have used the ability, Magnezone's ability, Magnetic Circuit. I didn't even know it was called Magnetic Circuit. And then manually attach the Super Boost this turn, but I don't want them like looking at Swampert and going, that's the problem. I want them to focus on something else if they're not taking this Typhlosion out. So, yeah, we want to keep that Super Boost in hand so they don't know effectively what trick we have up our sleeve. Right. So, there we go. So managed to get that one done, but they just pretty much got to fish for an energy, and that will be it. Now, I don't know how much energy Gramble plays, and I don't know if they play energy retrieval system, but the great thing about us is we throw the energy in the lost zone, so they can't actually retrieve the energy that we remove. But looking at this, I hope we just get a turn where this Typhlosion stays alive. We just need one turn for that. I mean, if not, we can just go in with the Magnezone. But obviously, the first thing says we're going to Swampert because we need 3 stage 2s for the Super Boost to activate. So we're going with the Swampert first things first. But just them being able to hit perfect 160 is super convenient for them. They're just like, yeah, I can one-hit KO every single one of your Pokemons. Every single one. So it's a bit rough. It's a bit of a rough one. Right, they probably have the energy. Looking at that Great Ball play, I'm assuming that card in their hand is in fact an energy. No, it's not. Okay. And they actually didn't Macargo that turn. So, are they going to Plumeria? That's interesting. Wow, that's actually really smart. But they need the energy. And we can Coronet it. Oh, yeah! We got a turn. We've got a turn. We're fine. We're good. We're good. That is exactly what we want. Sweet stuff. Sweet stuff. Now, we could lose. I'm going to be honest. We could lose by just decking out, which is a bit rough. But we're just going to start, like, hamming. We're going to start hamming. We're going to start going ham and just hit. They could not find the energy. The next turn, they can. So, yeah, Plumeria is actually a really good idea. I did not know they played Plumeria, but that's actually really smart. That's really smart. Bit of disruption as well. Field Blower. Get rid of the Mount Coronet. And then attack, right? Or they're going to risk it for a biscuit. I mean, they could Macargo for an Ultra Ball. So at least they know they can thin their hand down regardless of what they get. And get themselves like another Snubble. But how many Schnabble? They've only got 1 in discard. So they could set up another Schnabble. Oh no, they're just going to top deck some. Okay. Alright, I see what they're doing. Alright. I see. Let's just go for the Super Boost and just go in. We're going to actually recycle the Typhlosions back into deck and the Cyndaquils, I think. No, not you. Just so we don't deck out. Let's do that. That seems fun. That seems cool. And we can actually Lily, I guess, for like 3. That's kind of comfortable. That's 8. That's 8. That's 8. And we might as well use the magnetic circuit now for that. And then go for Hydro Pump for the knockout. Oh, right. We're managing. We're managing. Like, we have a very, very slim chance to win. But we're gonna roll with it, man. We're gonna go. We're gonna go ham. Gonna go in. Promoting that, they probably have Switch. That's what they've probably got. So, well played. Why you well played? What? I'll give him a heart. Where is it? Oh, he's got the Guzma. Yep, Lele. Unfortunately. Well, we couldn't beat Granbull. We did somewhat keep up to it to some degree, obviously. But Granbull is just like, that's like the worst deck for this. That's like the worst deck for this deck to play against. That's what I meant to say. Because it's like perfect 160s, which is all of our highest HPs. And then Choice Band for the Lele if they really need to get the KO, which they did there. And then also really just a single energy attacking Pokemon. You know, getting rid of their Pokemon with Typhlosion just doesn't pay off, unfortunately. But when you play Zoroark, this deck is really fun. I'll definitely say that for sure. It's like it's really painful because Zoroark primarily uses DCEs, and if you lost zone them, there's like no recovery options through like Hollow Hunt GX if you're playing Decidueye, and it really screws up their game. But nonetheless, this is the list that I have currently. I don't know if Shane's one is a little different because he is obviously tweaking it every now and then, but this is just how I've tweaked it to be. I think this is quite similar to his one. But go give it a shot. Go give it a try. And if you actually do want to suggest any decks yourself to me, the best way to do it now is through Discord. So if you have Discord, go to the link in the description, which will be my Discord server. It's an invite, so just come and join that. There is a chat channel, I think it's called, or just like a section basically where you can actually export your decks by doing this. You click on the there we go. It says export deck. It's just popped up on the screen now. You can't see my mouse, but it's on the screen saying export deck, which should be like somewhere to my. I'm not even going to try that. You click export deck and it actually just copies it, and then you go to the deck list suggestions and just Control V, enter, and then it pastes the whole deck list. So you can suggest the deck that way, so I can see that and give it a try. That's the best way to do it now because I'll be able to see it right away. So if you do want to do that, go to the Discord and do it there. But other than that, do leave a like if you did enjoy. And of course, do subscribe for more. Other than that, I'll leave you to it. And yeah, bring on 2019. I hope everyone has a good year. Other than that, though, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and peace.